See if you all are ambassadors at this time able to go out and assimilate and teach the word of Yah to anyone else. First of all, for the sake of our listening audience, I'm Moreh, Elesha, Israel, out of the House of Israel here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I have formulated 21 questions to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that a day starts in the morning and ends in the evening. An evening is part of a day and not the beginning of a new day. I believe that any serious student of the Holy Scriptures that attempts to honestly answer these questions, that he or she would come to the same undeniable conclusion that day and night are totally the opposites of one another, and that there are two distinctions and two different times that differ from one another altogether. One question I want to ask you. The first, according to Genesis 1:14, it says, read Genesis 1:14.
And Elohim said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and years."
All right, now the first question, what did Yahweh, our Creator, what did He give us to determine our days and our years? Did Yahweh give us darkness and night, or did He give us lights? Which one?
He gave us lights.
And how do we know that He gave us lights to determine our days and our years? Because of Genesis 1:14. It states that Yah gave us the lights to do what?
In the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night, and to be for signs, and for seasons, and days, and years.
Now, why is that so important? Because many of our people, all of the Jewish people, all of the Seventh-day Adventists, and most of our beautiful black Israelite brothers and sisters around the United States were actually teaching that Yah gave us the night and darkness to determine the day from the night. But Yah did not give us darkness, He did not give us night, but He gave us lights to determine our days and our years, which means all days must proceed with lights. And proceed means what? To go forth. All of our seasons begin with lights. And all of our years begin with lights. Show you what I mean. The first thing we do to determine a month is to count the days. The first new moon day is the day after you see the new moon. The next day is the first day of the new moon. And the day don't start at night. The day starts with light in the morning. So all of our years start with lights. All of our months start with light, because until we see the new moon, we can't count the moon. That's why we don't do like some of these so-called biblical scholars and theologians. We don't count the dark part of the moon to determine a new moon. We don't count the dark part of the night to start a new year. We don't start the dark part of a night to determine a day, but as it is so clearly seen in Genesis 1 and 14, it says,
And Elohim said, Let there be lights.
Let there be lights and darkness. Is that what he said? No. Did it say, Elohim said, let there be night? Is that what it said?
No, sir.
No, but he said, let there be what? Lights.
In the firmament of the heaven.
In the firmaments of the heaven.
To divide
the day
from the night.
So the day from the night is determined by lights. He gave us lights to separate the day from the night. And when you see the lights, you know that the night is over. And when the night ceases, you know that night is beginning. So he gave us lights to determine the day from the night.
Let them be for signs.
And let the lights, not darkness, not night, but let the lights be for signs.
And for seasons.
And for seasons. And for days. And for years. You don't see the word night or darkness mentioned. Does everybody agree with that? Is there any controversy pertaining to that? Is there any doubt in that at all? Here Yahweh is making it crystal clear that all our days, months, years, and seasons must start with lights. So therefore, the new moon can't be the dark part of the moon. Because why? What scripture lets you know that that cannot? One is Genesis 1:14. The other is what? Give me another one. Another one is Psalms 104, verse 20. Watch what this says and look how beautiful it complements Genesis 1:14. You remember? Let the lights be for signs and seasons and days and years. The lights. Then we read Psalms 104, verse 20. It says,
Thou makest darkness.
Thou makest darkness.
And it is night.
And it is night. Not days, not seasons,